going on? Hey, what's up everybody? Ali here, and welcome to my One Piece chapter 833 review, Sanji versus like his father. I thought that fight was like completely, it was just awesome. You got Sanji completely holding his own against his father, but you know, I kind of looks like his father is not trying like his hardest or anything, but yeah, they're going at it and everything. And then there was like a move that his father did, was like an electric foot kind of thing that he uses against Sanji. And that kind of like gives me like more confirmation that Sanji learned like kind of like Diablo Jumbo like from watching his dad, like seeing his dad use that move. So he developed like his own move called which is the Diablo Jumbo, the flaming leg. And yeah, so they're just like going at it and stuff. And then Reiju is on the side just watching, like smiling. Everybody's coming in to watch this fight. And I feel so bad for Sanji because we get a little flashback of like what it used to be like when he was a kid. Turns out he's quadruplets. I did not know that. I did not expect that. They're all like the same age except for Reiju. She is the oldest one, and he basically everybody like his brothers were mad at him or something because he cooked for people, and they're saying like royalty doesn't cook for filthy rats and stuff like that. And that just gets me like more annoyed and more mad. Just completely reminds me of the Celestial Dragons. And they're just like beating him up just because he wanted to cook. That is so messed up. And then you see his father on the side like, oh, you guys beating Sanji up again? And then Sanji's like, father, help. And then he's like, I do not consider you a son. I don't need to help you or anything. You're useless. You're worthless and everything. And you see the flashback going back to Sanji present day and then back to the past and stuff like that. And you see his face getting more angry, and his father in the present day saying like, "You're my son. You gotta do what I have to say." And he's yelling at him. You're like, "You're no father of mine." It is just like. The whole situation gets me more angry for Sanji, more sad. And I thought that Reiju, in the past, I thought she was like the one person that Sanji was able to count on, to like be comforted by. But Reiju, like there was a panel where she's next to Sanji's father, and she's just laughing at him. So that kind of makes me a little more like less fond of Reiju. I mean, I really like her, but that just seeing that kind of makes me a little less fond of her, really. And basically, and at the end, Sanji's father is using some like electro thing, uses like a spear to attack Sanji. Sanji uses his Diablo Jumbo and blocks it with his foot. Nobody knew that Sanji was gonna be this tough coming back to the family and everything. Everybody's like all surprised and stuff, which that's what I really liked about it. And he gets thrown by his father. Everybody, and his father's like, "I never knew you were capable of using haki." And then he's like, "Well, you know, I can." And then he's like, "Why don't you pick up a sword? I believe I trained you in the way of the sword." And then he's like, "These hands are for cooking only, for people, and I will not use them for like fighting and stuff. My legs and kicks are the only things that I need." And his dad's just getting madder and madder at him, and then his dad lunges at him, and then Sanji's running at him, about to use his Diablo Jumbo, and then all of a sudden his dad says wall, and a bunch of guys just come right in the front and then just block, and the spear goes right through one guy. And I'm like, how can you be this loyal to somebody who isn't loyal to you back? Like for me, somebody has to be just as loyal to me, for me to be loyal to them, to like give my life, you know. It's just like messed up. And the guy dies, and he's like, it's crazy how the army, this is the ultimate army, like they will sacrifice their lives and do anything for the Vinsmoke family, which is the reason why Sanji really does hate the whole family. Like they don't care about anything. And his father beats Sanji, gets beaten by his father, and his father still says, "You are still worthless to me, you're useless, you're only a head for me to do what I want," and stuff like that. And it turns out Reiju puts like these cufflinks on his hands, like little wrist, like bracelets or something. And it turns out those bracelets are just like the celestial dragons neck braces that they use for the slaves. If they run away, their head it just blows up. They blow up. And it turns out they're bracelets for if he runs away, because his hands are so precious for cooking. If he runs away, his hands will blow up. So he can't go anywhere right now. But I think that Luffy, when he finds him, Luffy's gonna use that move, just like what Rayleigh used on Kami when she was trapped in the at the slave auction house, and he took that thing right off of her neck. I think that's what he's. I think Luffy actually learned that from Rayleigh. I think he's gonna actually do that for Sanji. Take those off. It was good. I really liked it. Great chapter. Loved it. It was there wasn't too much, and we also got to find out what Sanji did to Yonji. He made an indent in his face, like in his head, like on the side, like squished his earmuffs, like in his head or something. And it kind of reminded me of what he did to what's his name? Duval. Like it reminded me of when he messed up Duval's face but made it prettier. But instead of making Yonji look prettier or anything, he just beat his face in, which was like funny as hell. I was like, that completely reminded me of Duval. It was so funny. Yeah, that's what happened to him, and Yonji just got his ass kicked because nobody expected Sanji to be that strong now from what he was back then. And it was just an awesome sight to see everybody being shocked because of what Sanji is now. So that's how the chapter ends and everything about the cufflinks being on Sanji and him not being able to leave because of those. So yeah, like the video if you liked anything I had to say, or if you liked the chapter, and comment down below on what you thought of the chapter and what you think is gonna happen next chapter. I don't really know because there wasn't really a cliffhanger or anything. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sassy. But most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty. Alright, so peace and love, and I will see you all later.